Hi everyone, Miss Turdick here, and today we're going to play a game of toilet paper toss. As you can see, we're going to do this game inside the house. It's a little nasty outside, but if you wanted, you could totally play this game in an open spot outside. So before you get started, you want to make sure that you have a trusted adult supervising, and your trusted adult may even want to play along with you. This is a game that's good for anyone from preschool age right on up. So make sure that your space is free of furniture or any clutter that could get in the way. And if you are playing inside your home, make sure that you're away from the stairs. You wouldn't want anyone to fall down. The things that you'll need to play this game are 3 containers of different sizes. So you can see that here I've chosen a laundry basket, I've got a bucket, and I have a pot from the kitchen. You're also going to need 3 rolls of toilet paper, and maybe your family stocked up on toilet paper a couple weeks ago, and if that's the case, then you'll have lots to use. Make sure that the toilet paper rolls are unused. If you take one off the roll in the bathroom, you're going to find your toilet paper gets all over the place. So make sure that they're brand new ones so that the toilet paper is intact. For keeping score, you're going to need to have a piece of paper and a pencil. And you're also going to need something to mark your starting point. So I've chosen masking tape just because I have it handy at home. But if you don't have masking tape, just use some kind of an object that you know nobody's going to trip and fall on. Just something to mark the starting point. If you are playing along with younger children, you may want to have a separate starting point for them. And if you're playing with older children and adults, you may want to have them push back a little farther to make it a little more challenging. So you can make it as easy or as complicated as you want based on who's in your family. So we're going to make this one pretty straightforward just for the sake of demonstrating. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark a spot on my floor. And I'm going to choose, this is my starting point. So I'll make sure that this is where I start from. So I'll want to line up my toes in line with that point. Okay, if you're using something that's 3-dimensional, push it off to the side so that you don't fall. Okay, but with tape, again, you can walk on it. So that's the handy thing with using the tape. Okay, now I'm going to set up my containers. So if you're playing along with younger kids, I recommend taking the biggest container and putting it closest to your starting point. That way they can have more success and the game will be more fun for them. So I'm going to place it here. Then I'm going to take my mid-sized container, my bucket, and I'm going to place it here. And then I'm going to take my smallest container, the pot, and place it farthest from my starting point. This is the one that's going to be the most difficult to score on. I'm going to grab my toilet paper. Now for scoring purposes, you make each one of your containers worth a certain amount. So if you have children that are learning to add by single digits, make them worth single digits. So your largest container could be worth 2. Your mid-sized container could be worth 3, and your smallest container could be worth 5. If you have students who are learning to add by tens, you could do something like 10, 20, 50. If you've got older kids, you could make those numbers as complicated as you want. So for the purposes of this game, we'll just keep things pretty straightforward. So laundry basket's worth 2, bucket's worth 3, pot's worth 5. So I grab my 3 rolls of toilet paper and I make my way to my starting point. So you can do this as an underhand toss or an overhand toss, whatever works best for your family and works best for your space. You can see my hallway here is pretty narrow, so I'm just going to do an underhand toss and hope that works. If I'm outside, I can do an overhand toss because I'll know I've got lots of space, and that way I'm not going to hit anybody or anything. So when you play along, you can choose to have youngest go first, oldest go last. You could base it on birthdays. You could base it on basically any sort of criteria you come up with as a family, okay? So it can be a game for one player or it could be a game for many players. Again, you decide. So let's go. Oh, so there's 2 points for me. Oops, I overshot the bucket. Let's try the pot. Oh, and I just missed the pot. So for this round of scoring, I would get 2 points for scoring on the laundry basket. Okay, so in this round, if somebody got all 3, we'd have 2, we'd have 3 is 5, add another 5 is 10. Okay, I hope you've had fun playing toilet paper toss. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.